Hello everyone. Today we are discussing the experiment of adsorption. Here we have a Freundlich and Langmuir adsorption isotherm. Aim of today's experiment is to investigate the adsorption of oxalic acid by the activated charcoal and test the validity of Freundlich and Langmuir isotherm. So, if you consider about the material required for the experiment is 0.5 normal oxalic acid. Here we have 0.1 normal NaOH and activated charcoal powder. Here, in a procedure, we have to take a beaker, and in that beaker we have to take the 1 gram of activated charcoal powder, and here we have to prepare such type of conical flask where we have 50 ml of oxalic acid, 0 ml of water, then 40 ml of oxalic acid, then 10 ml of water, 30 ml of oxalic acid, then 20 ml of water. Then here we have a 20 ml of oxalic acid, 30 ml of water. Then here we have a 10 ml of oxalic acid and 40 ml of water. So keep this mixture, this oxalic acid, with charcoal for the half an hour. Then we have to filter this solution. So whatever the oxalic acid we get, we have to titrate with the NaOH using the phenolphthalein indicator. So end point of our titration is a colorless to pink. So that is our experiment. So if you consider about the observations for this experiment, is here we have a 10 ml of 0.5 normal oxalic acid required. So that value we will get. So this is the R value. And here weight of the charcoal has been used. Here 1 gram. So for the blind titration, we have to titrate oxalic acid with NaOH, and that reading we have to note down. So that reading is nothing but the R ml. So now if you consider about the observation table, here we have to take the 5 readings. Here ml of 0.1 normal NaOH for the 10 ml of oxalic acid. So whatever the reading before adsorption and after adsorption, that we have to note down. So already we have a value of R as we titrated with the oxalic acid. So just by calculation we have to calculate these readings. Here we have R value. So 4 upon 5 into R, 3 upon 5 into R, 2 upon 5 into R, 1 upon 5 into R. This value, this table we will fill by using the R value. So now after adsorption we are treating the oxalic acid with the charcoal. So whatever the as the solution get filtered, whatever the solution we will get, that we have to titrate with the NaOH by means of the phenolphthalein indicator. So that reading we will get, that is first reading we have to note down here, that is called as the R1. Then second reading R2, third reading R3, fourth reading R4, and fifth reading here we have R5. So that value we have to note down. So again this is for the 10 ml of oxalic acid. If you have 50 ml of oxalic acid, so then what is the case? So here we have to multiply by 5. So here we have 5R, here we have 4R, 3R, 2R and 1R. Already we have a value of this R as we titrated, that is in a blind titration. So that R value is here. So we get this table. So now after whatever the reading, this is called as the C0 reading. This reading is called as the C0 reading. So that we will get. So after adsorption, that is called as the CE readings. So that concentration is there. So here 5R1, 5R2, 5R3, 5R4 and 5R5 that reading we will get from this table. So now we have to calculate this C value. So how to calculate this C value? So here we have a formula to calculate the C value. So what is that? It is the equilibrium concentration of oxalic acid gram equivalent per liter. What is the C? It is the equilibrium concentration of oxalic acid gram equivalent per liter. So that is Ce into volume of solution into equivalent weight of the oxalic acid upon 1000. So C is equal to Ce into 50 into 63 upon 1000. So that is the formula. So here X is the amount of the oxalic acid that we have to calculate in this table. So X the amount of the oxalic acid adsorbed on a charcoal. So that is nothing but the C0 minus Ce into 50 into 63 upon 1000. So in this way we will get the value of this X. So as we have this C value, then calculate the log of C. As we have a X value, so calculate the X upon M value, and then you have to calculate the log of X upon M value. So in this way we have to perform the experiment of this adsorption isotherm. Now see our experiment. Here we have a beaker number 1, beaker number 2, beaker number 3, 4 and 5. Here we took the 1 gram charcoal powder. Then we have a 50 ml of oxalic acid and 0 ml of water. Here we have a 1 gram of charcoal powder, 40 ml of oxalic acid and 10 ml of water. Here we have a 1 gram of charcoal powder, 30 ml of oxalic acid and 20 ml of water. So here we have a 40 ml of oxalic acid, then here we have a 20 ml of oxalic acid, and then here we have a 10 ml of oxalic acid. So in this way these solutions are prepared. We have a charcoal powder 1 gram of each solution. So we kept this mixture for the half an hour. Then we filter this each solution by means of the filter paper, and whatever the solution as we obtain, that we have to titrate with the this NaOH. We have to fill the burette with the NaOH, that is the 0.1 normal NaOH. Take the end point from the colorless to pink. Now we have to filter whatever the solution. So here we get this solution 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, these solutions with the NaOH by using the phenolphthalein indicator. In this conical glass we have this 10 ml of our solution. So we have to titrate with the NaOH. So now this is your first reading as we titrated this oxalic acid with the NaOH 0.1 normal NaOH. Okay, that is our first reading. Here we have a NaOH. Okay. This is the third reading of our titration. Okay. In this way, we have to take 2 more readings. Okay, from 1 to 5 that we have to that readings we have to take. Okay. So here we titrated the oxalic acid with the NaOH. Here we treated the oxalic acid with the charcoal powder. We kept for the half an hour. So and this oxalic acid, 10 ml of oxalic acid, we titrated with the NaOH. So here we prepared the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beakers, and that we titrated with the NaOH, and we note down the reading. So this is our experiment. we have to plot the graph of x by m versus c, and we have to plot the graph of log of x by m versus log of c. So here in the first graph we get the curve, and in the second graph we get the straight line. Okay, here we have a slope 1 upon n, intercept log of k. So from this graph, okay, when the concentration is small, as a concentration increases, x by m tends to reach the limiting value. So if you plot the graph of second graph, c upon x by m versus c, so this is the graph gives the validity of the Langmuir adsorption isotherm. So here we get the straight line, okay, from that we get the slope b upon a and intercept 1 upon a. So if you have a straight line obtained in this graph, so we get the validity of the Langmuir adsorption isotherm. If you consider about the conclusion of our experiment, the nature of graph x by m versus c shows the adsorption from the dilute solution is related to the greater than the more concentrated solution, and the graph of log of x by m versus log of c is the straight line making an intercept on a log of x by m axis. Thus this graph gives the verification for the Freundlich adsorption isotherm, and from that we get the value of n and k. So here also we have a graph of c upon x by m versus c. Okay, that gives the idea regarding the Langmuir adsorption isotherm, that is the Langmuir adsorption isotherm is verified if you have a straight line. So in this way we proved that the verification of the Freundlich and Langmuir adsorption isotherm.